All right, everybody. Sorry about that. We just had a total and complete we had a glitch in our electricity that kicked me out of the system entirely. Kicked me out.
Apparition.
All right. So we'll be able to pick right back up where we were. Hopefully you all can hear me what I'm saying. Is the mic working? Yeah, the mic is working. So we got the game audio. Game is back. Again, my apologies about that. The internet just stopped. We had a glitch in the electricity, so we're back.
Edgar shocks himself.
So this is where we left off. Edgar shocked himself, right? So for everybody who is here, if you could refresh your screen, that'll bring you back to what we're doing here. Um, Let me see if I can see the screen. Yeah, let's just restore everything back. All right. So very quickly, let me do a sound check. Are you all able to hear um the stream again? Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. We've had this happen over the last couple of days. I don't know what is going on. They've been doing some construction near us, and so every now and again our electricity will blink, and when it does, that kind of takes us out. So my apologies to you all so much for that, but I am at the mercy of whatever is happening outside of my control. Okay, so we are back. We are back. And we're going to continue with our game. So it looks like we are just trying to make sure we're back on YouTube because there were some people who were watching us on YouTube as well. So let me check that and see. Yep. Let's see. All right, so let's double check and see. Yep, we came back. Welcome back, friends on YouTube. My apologies. We had a slight electrical blink and it kind of took everything out for a second here, but it looks like we are back and everybody should be all good. So we're going to continue. We were having too much fun. See, that's what happens when you're having a lot of fun, right? Stuff want to act up. Stuff want to act up and show out when you're having fun. But we're going to get back to having some more fun. Alrighty. Yep. Got us organized there. Drop that. Alrighty. So that's taken care of. That's taken care of. Back to our game. All right. So Edgar, we started off with the story. Edgar has shocked himself. So Edgar died. He had amnesia. He went and he saw himself in the mirror. Poor Edgar. Poor Edgar.
Heartbroken spouses are reunited.
Y'all, we got some heartbroken spouses reunited. So let's start with the wedding. We know we're going to have two weddings, right? We're going, oh, we only need one. Okay, one. So Edgar is going to marry Lenora. Yay! And then poor Edgar gonna leave Lenora. No, no. And now we're gonna revive Edgar. Yay! And then we're gonna have, let's say, so Edgar's revived. So now Edgar, who has been revived, is gonna find out that Lenore passed away. Now we're gonna revive Lenora, okay? And then we're gonna have a wedding. And we're gonna bring back Edgar, and we're gonna bring back Lenora. Hey! So that was one path. That was one path. So now they want us to take a second path. They want us to take a second path with them. And in the second path, we are going to revive them in the afterlife. So let me see something, y'all, because my docs, yeah, is the wrong one. That's why I was like, I'm not seeing what chat is saying because it was looking at the wrong chat. So now we're in the right chat so I can see what y'all are saying. I need food. Yeah, well, Prissy, go get you some food. All right, so now we got to bring the spouses back in the afterlife. Okay, so in this case, let's not revive anybody, right? So we're going to move him here. He's heartbroken. He's a ghost. Yeah, we're not reviving anybody because we want him to get married in the afterlife. So that was easy. Let's see. Is this really this easy? I don't think so. Because I'm stuck on this one, y'all. I'm going to need some help with this one. I really am going to need some help with this one. So let's look at this again. So heartbroken spouses are reunited. So Lenore, so this part works. This card will work. Ultimately, we're going to put it right there. Okay, so heartbroken spouses are reunited. All right. So let's have a wedding. Let's have a wedding. And no, we only got the two of them. She dies. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh, let me start this again. So first of all, they're going to get married. Right? Boom and boom. Okay, perfect. Then we're going to have a death. We're going to have Edgar pass away. Right. And now we're going to have another death. This time, Lenore passes away. Um, see, this doesn't work. Does he even need to be up there? No. Lenore passes away. And then we have a wedding. He's a ghost. She's a ghost. But see how it doesn't give me credit for them reuniting in the afterlife? So what am I missing? So they got married. She's heartbroken. He's got to be heartbroken. So we got to revive him. So we're going to revive him. She dies, and let's revive him here. Let's revive him here. And then he goes and he sees her there. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So we got to do this some sort of way. Because the only other logical thing at this point would be for him to die, right? And for her, yeah, she's dead. She's not gonna see it. Okay. So we got to get them back together in the afterlife. Um. Okay. Boom, boom. First heartbroken spouse. Then he is revived. No, let's revive him. Okay. And then move this card over here, right? And then he dies again. So she's heartbroken, he's heartbroken. He dies again, and then can we marry them at this point? Yes. All right. All right. All right. There we go. There we go, y'all. So they got married. He dies. He revives. She dies. He dies. And then they reunite in the afterlife. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. That was perfect. That was perfect. Okay. All right. So now let's go to our.
Heartbreak for everyone.
So now we got to have heartbreak for everyone. Okay. So with let's begin with the wedding. All right, we're gonna have Bernard, boom, marry Lenora, boom, yes. Then we're gonna have Bernard pass away, boom. There's Lenora's heartbreak. All right, now we're gonna have Edgar marry Lenore, okay. And then now we're gonna have Lenore pass away. So now we got Lenore's heart is broken, Edgar's heart is broken. Now we got to break Bernard's heart. So we got to revive somebody. So we're going to have to revive Bernard. Bernard is revived. And now Bernard goes over here and he sees that Lenore, his love. Yes. Yes. There it is. There it is. So Lenore marries Bernard. Bernard passes. Then Lenore marries Edgar, and then Lenore passes. Then we revived Bernard, and when Bernard comes back, he finds out that his love has passed on. Okay, that was good. That was good.
Heartbroken dog dies happy.
A old heartbroken dog dies happy. Now, ain't this nothing? Edgar looks like a caveman. Why you got Edgar looking like a caveman? Edgar and the dog. I don't know what to say about this. Edgar and the dog love each other. Okay. Then Edgar dies. Okay. Let's have a little time pass. Time passes. And then Edgar is revived. Yay! And then the two of them reunite. Edgar and the dog reunite. And now our little doggy is gonna die happy. I love that. I love that. I don't know why that story is so cute. But old broken hearted dog dies happy. So they meet, his owner dies, time passes, his owner comes back, then he finds his owner again, and then he dies happy. Yay! Yay! All right. So at this point, we did the apparitions chapter.
The
Now,
cellar.
the cellar. Oh, I told y'all we gonna do chemistry. I told y'all chemistry was gonna be happening in class today. So we got chemistry about to happen. We got seances. We got a whole lot about to happen. Y'all ready? Boom. Oh, let me go back.
Beauty.
Let me go back. Ain't talking about no beauty. Let's go back here.
Lenora drinks
Lenora
poison.
drinks poison. Oh my god. Lenora drinks poison. Under what circumstance would Lenora drink poison? Let's have Lenora. Bernard marries Lenora. Yes. Then poor Bernard passes away and she's heartbroken. And now at this point, Lenora's like, I can't take it. This a Romeo and Juliet moment. She gone. She go. Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this: if Edgar looks like a caveman, then what does Bernard look like? What does Bernard look like? If Edgar is looking like a caveman, what does Bernard look like? Okay, I rest my case.
Double poison.
Double poison. Uh oh. Whoa. Bernard. Oh. All right, here we go. Type the wrong name. All right. So we got Lenore and Edward getting married. Yay! This time around, Lenore is gonna leave, and poor Edgar is heartbroken. He is heartbroken. And in his heartbrokenness, he goes down to the cellar and he drinks the poison. He drinks the poison, y'all. Then Lenore comes back. She's back. She's back. She goes out and she sees that her poor Edgar has passed on. And in her agony, Lord, she can't take it. And Lenore drinks the poison. Oh, the trouble. All right, so we're going to get somebody to drink the poison twice. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. Who gonna drink the poison twice? Edgar gonna drink the poison twice. She gonna come back alive. Okay. All right. So no, that ain't gonna work. So let's we get them married. Then let's switch who dies. He dies and she's there. So she's heartbroken. All right. He's revived. Let's revive Edgar. Then let's let him get married again. This terrible. This terrible. And then they're gonna marry again. Okay. And we're gonna flop them around. Oh no, she didn't drink the poison the first time. Oh no. Okay. So she gotta drink the poison the first time up here. Okay. And okay, so she drank the poison the first time up there. because Edgar's gone. So then let's revive Edgar. And then oh, 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 revive her. Yeah, 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 yeah. Revive her. And she gonna come back out here. She gonna see her man still gone. And she gonna drink the poison again. Daggone it. Daggone it. It's a tragic. It's tragedy. It's tragedy. It's tragedy. Tragedy. Here on the Storyteller. Tragedy. All right. Double poison.
Isabel is haunted by her husband.
Isabel is haunted by her husband. Uh-oh. We're going to have a wedding. We got to get them married first. Isabel is going to marry Edgar. Ooh. Then they're going to have a fight. Fight, 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 fight. He talking mess. Look at him arguing. Nana. She gonna get this wine. And she gonna put this poison. Oh no, she gonna get the. She gonna get the. Oh, she gonna take the wine. Wait. Oh. Got it. So then, Isabel gonna go downstairs, and she gonna get the poison. I got you. I got you. That's what she said. She gonna put that poison in that wine. And then Edgar gonna sit here and he gonna drink this wine that she done put the poison in. Look at this. Now how she gonna be haunted by her husband? He dead. He dead. Are they gonna get into an argument? Y'all, let's go. That's cold. That is cold. They got married. They got an argument. She poisoned him. He dies, and then he comes back and argues with her and does. That's cold. That's cold right there. That's cold. Oh wow. Talk about a toxic relationship. Uh-oh, it's a murder of jealousy. All right. So let's go. Boom. So this time he gonna marry Lenora. Isabel said, I ain't having that ish. I'm not having that. I'ma fix your ass. That's what she said. So then he gonna go in there. She like, you marry another woman. You married another woman. Drink this wine. Wait. Wait. What's going on with my story? So he done drank the wine. And then, oh, there we go. So let's have this happen right here, right? Let that happen right there. Then, yeah, she gonna poison Lenora. Exactly. There you go. There you go. That's a murder of jealousy. Now everyone has to meet their demise. So boom, 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 boom. So at this point, she done poison her. So Lenora is gonna poison. She dies behind that. Okay. Because he did. So that's Lenora and them. But now her, Isabel, Okay, Isabel is heartbroken. Hmm. Everyone meets their demise. All right, so she poisons Lenora. She's killed her love so she can drink the poison too. Oh, got it. So she drinks the poison here. Oh no, no, no. She go here. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. She's killed her love, so she gonna drink the poison too. She said no, she's not drinking it. She knows it's poison. Lenora has to drink it. Okay. All right. And then so then would she drink? No, the wine is not poison. So now Isabel, no. Wine to Edgar. Okay. Wine to Edgar. Okay. Isabel drinks the poison because Edgar's gone. And now, okay, so the only person who is good is Lenore, but that's heartbroken. Let's have Lenore drink poison. There we go. Dang. 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 Look at this mess. Look at this hot mess. Look at this hot mess. This a hot mess express right here. So he fall in love with her. She's jealous. She get the poison and kill him. Then she drink the poison because her love is gone. And then she drank the poison because her love is gone. Ain't that nothing? Man, this some drama. This some drama if I ever did see any. All right. This is drama if I ever did see any. Drama at its finest. All right, so there we go. So the cellar, we had poison, tragedy, haunt, and envy. Nice. Now let's go on to
Beauty.
beauty. Oh, look at this. About to be some competition.
Which becomes the mirror's favorite?
Oh no, the witch becomes the mirror's favorite. All right, so let's start with the mirror over here loving Snowy. Yay! The mirror loves Snowy. The witch, like I ain't having that ish. Not today. Not today. Not today. She gonna fool Snowy out into the forest. So the witch gonna get Snowy out into the forest. And then she don't give her anything to drink. And then the mirror thinks the witch is Snowy? No. Oh, oh, okay. So we got to establish the jealousy first. Right? So there, boom. And then the witch has a cauldron. It turned the girl into a frog and takes her beauty. No, she didn't turn the girl into a frog, did she? Y'all best believe she did. Y'all best believe the witch did. Oh no. So then does the witch use the cauldron again to make herself pretty? Yes. Yes, no, maybe so. And now when she goes to the mirror, is the mirror gonna? Yeah. Yay! Yay! The witch becomes the mirror's favorite. Okay. All right. Mm. 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 Y'all, there's some stuff right here. Stuff right here.
Curse is
The curse
lifted.
is lifted. Uh oh. Uh oh. So we're gonna send the prince out into the forest. He out there looking for Snow White. No, he can't. Oh yeah. So the prince sees Snow White. No. Uh-uh. All right. That's the end. That's the end, right? Or is this the end? The prince is gonna kiss Snowy. Okay. Curse is lifted. All right. So we're gonna start in the forest with Snowy and the witch. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I don't know how we do this. Snowy is in the forest with the witch. Or maybe we start in the forest with the prince and the witch. I don't know how to do this one. And then the prince sees Snowy? No. The prince kisses her? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? That doesn't make sense. Okay. And then did she put a spell on? Are they insinuating that she's put a spell on him? I don't get this one. Oh, duh. Let's do this. Let's do this first. Boom. And the prince kisses the witch, right? And she turns him into a frog. She's in love with the frog. And then she kisses the frog. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's how we do this. That's how we do this. All right. So that's how we told that story. So the witch kisses the prince. The prince turns into a frog. The princess sees Snowy sees the prince, falls in love with the frog, and then she kisses the frog and he turns back into the prince. All right, cool. Nice.
A
Nice.
kiss
A
and a
kiss and a
curse.
curse. Woo tea. All right. So we gonna go out here. Gonna kiss him. Oh God. He said, "Oh God, no." All right. Okay. I don't know. Maybe she sees him in the forest. The witch sees the prince in the forest and she falls in love. Then she goes and takes this and then she kisses him. It can't be this simple. Uh-oh, he don't like that. Mm. All right, so he rejects her. She falls in love with him. He rejects her kiss. So now she's gonna go back here, and she's gonna do that, and then she's gonna go back to the forest as beautiful, and the prince is gonna see her, and he's falling in love with her, and so now he and her kiss. Okay, so the kiss has to happen first. So let's take her here. They kiss, and that's cool. Then she, why she would do this, I have no idea. Uh, why she would do that, I have no idea. But no, that's not right. There we go. Okay. So she took her stuff to become beautiful. She goes out, she kisses the prince, they're in love. Then she comes back and turns back to herself. He's like, "Oh no, I ain't kissing you, you know." And so she turns him into a frog. All right. A kiss and a curse. Wow. So, is this trying to tell us, boys and girls, that we cannot be our true, authentic selves? That is not a good message. That is not a
Tiny
good message. We're
gets
going
a
to go on.
kiss.
We're going to go on. Oh, Lord, y'all. Here come Tiny. Here come Tiny. We got Tiny, y'all. Tiny. All right, so Tiny gonna go to the mirror. Mirror gonna be like, the most beautiful person in the world is the princess, Snowy. Okay. So then Tiny gonna go out here and he gonna try to find Snowy. Oh, he in love with some Snowy. He gonna try to kiss Snowy, y'all. He gonna try to kiss Snowy. Y'all know what's gonna happen, right? Oh, his heart is broken. His heart is broken. So now he deep up in the forest, and Tiny is gonna meet the witch. Oh, and the witch falls in love with Tiny. Mm. And then Tiny and the witch kiss. Oh hell no! Oh hell no! That's not happening. So now Tiny gonna go back to the mirror. Okay, the mirror is still telling him that she's beautiful. So we ain't gonna mess with the mirror no more. But they done met in the forest. Tiny gets a kiss. Let's try this. And let's try this. And let's try this. And then let's try these two meeting in the woods. And Tiny and the witch. Oh no, she don't want to kiss him. Oh no. Mm-mm. She said, mm-mm. She said, no, 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 not, no, no, no. Okay. And then he tried to get a kiss. Oh, he get his heart broke. Oh no. Y'all, I need help. I need help, chat. I need help. Let's start here. The witch is mad. So the witch turns her into a frog. That witch, somebody need to take that witch's stick. Somebody need to take the witch's stick, y'all. Who is gonna take the witch's stick? Cause she got that stick is real wielding all kinds of nonsense. Y'all, we gonna have to take that witch's stick. Y'all see what she doing with it? She turning people into frogs. She is turning people into frogs. That's wild. That's beyond wild. That is crazy wild. Y'all know the teacher's supposed to have a big water bottle, but the teacher got a big Coke bottle. The principal got a big Coke bottle. That's wild right there. All right. So Tiny gets a kiss. All right. So now we have to have an ungrateful mating, and the prince saves Tiny. All right. That's the two bonuses. How do we get there? Ungrateful maiden. Okay. Now, now this one's hard. This one's hard. Okay. I'm gonna take all right, so let's start with this one a little different. Let's clear the board. All right, so Tiny, so they're in the forest, and let's assume that Tiny and the prince meet. Okay. Is this what they want to happen? Oh, no, 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 no. That's not what happens. Okay, so some sort of way. All right, let's do this. So let's have Tiny and the witch meet in the woods. That's the witch, and that's Tiny. The witch, the witch is in love with Tiny. Tiny don't like her. So then, okay, there we go. So Tiny looks in the mirror. He sees this, and that's that. Okay. So then let's have the witch be in the woods and she sees the prince, right? And then um when she looks in the mirror, no, that's the maiden. So how's the prince gonna save Tiny? Oh, okay. Because she already didn't want to kiss him. She wants to kiss him. He's like, no. And now she's gonna go in the woods. She's the witch, and she's with a, and she turns the prince into a frog. Okay. Prince saves Tiny. So how does the prince save Tiny? All right, so Mira tells her she's a fairist. I'm stuck on this one, y'all. All right, so all right, let's take these cards off and let's see what we're gonna do. All right, so we need an ungrateful maiden and we need the prince to save Tiny. So let's see. So the maiden is gonna go to the mirror and the mirror is gonna tell her she's the most beautiful, right? Then she's gonna go out into the woods and let's say the maiden meets up with the with her. And then the witch, okay, so maybe the witch is the one who goes over here and she turns her into a frog. Okay. She love anybody. She like, oh, he loves the frog. And then let's see if he tries to kiss her as a frog. And what does she do? Okay, she turns back. Okay. And then if the prince tries to kiss her, she turns back. Okay, but okay, so she's the fairest. Now the prince is the fairest. And she's still a frog. What if we switch these two? Okay, so he doesn't want to kiss her. Okay, because she's a frog now. All right. Hmm. Okay. And so now the witch, will the witch turn her back? No. The witch will not turn her back. I'm lost with this one. I'm lost with this one, y'all. What y'all think? All right. So the prince saves. I don't know how the prince saves Tiny. Trying to figure these out. Okay, we may have to come back to this one because this was not making any sense. All right. So that in there. That's not right. A forest. Uh, all right. Oof. Oof. This doesn't work right here. I got it. Let's let her also turn the prince into a frog. How does she? Which makes Tiny a frog? The witch makes Tiny a frog. How does she do that? So I got the witch is here. He's here. All right, so let's do this. So she's turned her into a frog. Then we go out into the forest. We meet Tiny and the witch. She's in love with him. And then she tries to kiss him, right? He doesn't like it. So now we turn Tiny into a frog, right? So she's a frog, he's a frog. Yeah, let's see what happens now if the two frogs try to kiss. So Snowy is gonna try to kiss the other frog. No. Will she turn her into a frog for no reason? No, she will not. So we have to start with the mirror telling somebody that they're the fairest. Let's start with him telling him he's the fairest. Up there where she turns Snow into the frog turned Tiny. Okay. All right, so we're going to put the witch up here. So turn Tiny into the frog. So she meets Tiny. And then Tiny don't ain't really feeling well. See, Tiny got to not feel her. That's the only way he can get turned into a frog. Oh, maybe he tries to kiss her. Hold on, let's do this. She tries to kiss him, and then Tiny gets turned into a frog. Right? So, boom, boom. I don't even know if I need that. No, I don't. So this is a card I don't need. So he tries to kiss her. She turns him into a frog. Right. Okay. So that works. So now Tony is he's turned into a frog, and now She's in the forest. She sees the prince. She falls in love with the prince. She tries to kiss the prince. He ain't having it. And so at this point, she now turns the prince into the frog. Huh. I got too many steps. Have the frog see Snowy in the first? Okay. All right, so we're going to put him in the woods, in the forest. And we're going to have the frog see Snowy. You saying up here? He's not a frog yet. We got to get him turned into a frog first. So maybe we just start right here. There he's a frog. Now she sees him. And no, she's not interested in kissing him. So they try to kiss. He's turned into a frog. No. And maybe she tries to kiss. Maybe she tries put Snowy in the first block with Tiny. Put Snowy in the first block with Tiny. Put Snowy in the first block with Tiny. Okay. I think what has to happen. I think this is what has to happen, and I might be wrong. So she sees him, falls in love with him. He doesn't like her. She turns him into a frog. Then she sees the prince. The prince. And she tries to kiss the prince. And the prince rejects her. And now at this point, she's going to turn the prince into a frog. But that doesn't save Tiny. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold up. Let's do this. Huh? All right, so she sees him. And now she tries to kiss him. He's like, no. No, she's still in love with Tiny. She's still in love with Tiny. So I don't think this is going to work. No. She can't be in love with Tiny. She's got to be in love with him. Then she meets Tiny. Then he says, no, I don't want to kiss you. And she turns him into a frog. Put Snow in the first block with Tiny. So Snow in the first block with Tiny. Boom. But he got a heart. See, as soon as they see each other, they have a heart. So he sees her. He's got a heart. Now she sees him and she doesn't have a heart, right? So now she sees him and he doesn't want her. And so now she turns Tiny into a frog, right? Okay. So now he's in love with her. Right. I see where you're going. So now here, and if she'll kiss him, no, she won't kiss him. See, that's the thing. She won't kiss him as a frog. So let's see if we do this and we do this. She doesn't like him. Damn. Okay. So he can't become a frog. That's the problem. He can't become a frog. Right? But she don't like him. The mirror tells Tiny that she's beautiful. He sees her. The mirror tells him that she's beautiful. She tries to kiss him. That doesn't work out. And so she turns him into a frog. Snowy. No, him. All right, she. I don't know how to do this. So I'm gonna follow you along. So when he is turned into a frog, Snow Kiss might be the one he needs. Okay. So him. All right. So let's let him fall in love with her first. Then he meets her. She falls in love with him. She turns him into a frog. What happens if I have Snow meet the frog in the forest? I don't know. Let's see. So Snow meets the frog in the forest. She doesn't like him. If she meets the frog in the forest, he's not a frog here. She falls in love with him. Hold on. Here we go. Oh no, he's in love with her. It's not the one who tried to kiss him here and breaks his heart. No. We're doing the bonus story, so I'm not too worried about it if we don't get it. We're just trying to do the 2 bonus pieces, right? So we want to do the Prince saves Tiny. Oh, you know what? We got the wrong person trying to kiss him. It doesn't matter. Tiny has already gotten his kiss. Now, what we're trying to do is the ungrateful maiden part, and we're trying to do the prince saving Tiny. So Tiny is there. So we got to get the prince. So at this point, I'm gonna work on what would make her an ungrateful maiden. What would make her ungrateful? So the prince sees her and he says she's beautiful. No, the witch sees her and she's beautiful. Witch doesn't like it. So the witch meets her in the woods, right? So the witch meets Snowy in the woods and turns her into a frog. Okay. Now, the prince is going to go to the mirror. Or is Tiny going to go to the mirror? No. Oh, Tiny sees the prince now as the one. But we want the prince to see, he sees himself as the one. Um, no, let's do this. Let's take the witch over to the mirror. Now she sees the prince. Now the witch is gonna go into the woods because she wants to be the beautiful one. So she is now gonna go into the woods and she's gonna turn the prince into a frog. Yes. And then in the forest, we're gonna have the two frogs meet. Yep, yep, yep. And then will the two frogs kiss or will she reject? Okay, so the two frogs, so that part didn't work. So she's turned her into a frog. So we got to make her be ungrateful. So then now she sees him. Maybe Tiny is the one that meets her and Tiny loves her, but she doesn't want him. Oh, she turns him. What? So when Tiny falls in love with her as a frog, she turns back to a princess. Say less. And then no, we don't need that. Okay, so in okay. I think I'm understanding it now. Have Tiny kiss her. Okay. Now let's see. So we got this. Tiny meets her in the forest. She realizes that she likes that that she she doesn't care about this here. Let's I think the princess has to be frog in order for the prince to save Tiny. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So she's gonna meet Snowy here, turn her into a frog, right? And then let's turn him into a frog over here. So there are two frogs. She's so, so the two frogs meet each other in the forest. Frog and frog. Prince should be frog too. That's what I'm thinking. So I turn the prince into a frog. I turn her into a frog. Then I turn the prince. Maybe Tiny and Prince should both be frogs. Maybe so. Maybe so. So start out here, Prince. And then and then she meets Tiny, right? She tries to kiss Tiny. Tiny's not feeling it. Okay. And now she turns Tiny into a frog. And then we have Tiny and the prince meet. No. I don't even think we need her in that at all. We don't need her in this at all. This happens, and then this happens. And then she, the witch meets, come on. The witch meets the prince in the forest. And then she tries to kiss the prince. And the prince is like, I'm not having it. And at this point is when she is going to turn the prince into a frog. But that does not say Tiny. So let's have them meet first. She tries to kiss him. He says no. And now he's a frog. Oh, okay. Princess needs to be a frog so that Prince will want to kiss the tiny frog. Princess can't be pretty. A princess should be frog and have Tiny kiss the frog prince. Pasta girl, welcome in. You see how this could get wild real quick, right? All right, so good morning, good morning. Yeah, so we have the prince. First is that now the prince is a frog, but maybe we should have Tiny here, and Tiny try to kiss her, and then she turns Tiny into the two of them like each other. She then turned Tiny into a frog. then we have then we have the two frogs. Then we have the prince and the frog. The prince and the frog, who is now Tiny. No, no, no. Now put Prince. Okay, now put the prince kissing the frog. Let's see, the prince kissed the frog. No, he not doing it. He's not gonna do it. Okay, all right. Scratch Prince saving Tony. Let's go to the ungrateful maiden. So we have the prince here. She Let's have the prince and Snowy meeting right here. Nice. Prince and Snowy meet right there. Then we're gonna have the witch meet the prince here. Then she gonna try to kiss the prince. And of course he ain't having it because he wanted the beautiful woman. So then she is gonna turn the prince into a frog, right? And then Snowy is like, I don't want you. No. Okay. I need a spot. She's not gonna kiss her. No, she's only gonna kiss the guy. So the guy says no. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. No, I need her to turn her into a frog. Hold up. Let's get this right. Prince, she meets him, falls in love. He doesn't like her, turns her into a frog. Then she meets Tiny in the woods. Tiny. So this is what I was saying. So if Tiny is here, and then Tiny is here, Tiny rejects her. Tiny gets turned into a frog. Then she meets the prince. The witch meets the prince. And the prince rejects her. Right? The prince rejects her. The witch. Then if she turns if the witch turns the prince into a frog, why does not save Tiny? Maybe because this needs to happen. She gets rejected by him, and then he turns him into, I don't know how that happened. I don't know how this happens. So she meets Tiny. She falls in love with Tiny. Maybe she needs to try to she tries to give Tiny a kiss. Tiny like, I ain't having it. So then she meets the prince. The prince is like, I'm not having it. And then she turns the prince into a frog. Or maybe no, he ain't feeling Tiny. He feeling her. Okay, let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Tiny is still a frog. I don't know how the hell to get Tiny from being a frog. Okay. You know what? We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back. We can't come back. This is the end. This is the end. All right. All right. I'm taking all the cards off, and I'm gonna let y'all lead me card by card. So I'm gonna take all the cards off. What is the first card, Pasta Girl, you want me to put up there? The forest or the mirror? Mirror shows pretty princess. Shows the pretty princess to who? Does it show it to the witch, the prince, or Tiny? To the witch. Okay. Boom. There we go. All right. So that's our first card. All right. Next card. All right. So we're going to have the witch meet in the woods and turn the princess into a frog. All right. There we go. Got that. So now that we've turned the princess to a frog, what's next? Then the witch meets Tiny. All right. So the witch is going to meet Tiny in the forest. Boom and boom. Tiny is met in the forest. All right. All right. So Tiny going to get on the boat and he going to make a grave mistake. He ain't going to try not to kiss this witch. Woo! Okay. So Tiny's rejected. Turn Tiny to a frog? Sure. So Tiny's a frog. Have the prince meet Tiny as a frog. Okay. So the prince is going to meet Tiny as a frog. Oh, he's scared of Tiny as a frog. He said, I don't like Tiny as a frog. Okay. Nope. Getting rid of the princess didn't do it. But what if we got rid of the prince? And how we do that is just let the two of them meet, right? She tries to kiss the prince. Prince says, I'm not having it. So at this point, yeah, the prince is supposed to save Tiny. But I'm like, are they gonna save each other because he gonna kiss the frog? That's what I'm trying to figure out now. If they're both frogs, so the prince is now turned into a frog, right? So now let's have these two meet in the woods, right? We're gonna take the witch out of this whole thing because she's done her job. She saw him, he kissed her. Wait, what did I just do? Oh, so he's a frog. It is backwards. Okay, so let her meet Tiny. Tiny turn her down. And then she turns Tiny into a frog, right? Now, let the witch meet the prince. Can they just jump right into trying to kiss the prince and the witch? Yeah, they can. The prince can get, she got mad. Now she is going to turn the prince into a frog. And now let's have the two frogs, the prince and Tiny. The prince and Tiny have to get together. All right, so do we need that one at all? Can this happen right here? And then this happens. And then she tries this. And then this happens. And then we have the two of them, the boy and the prince, meet there. No. Mm-mm. Nope, that doesn't work. Have so Tiny likes the prince, but the prince doesn't like Tiny. Yeah, so Tiny likes the prince. Let's do this. And he's like, nope. And then so Tiny likes the prince, and the prince is like, nope. Then the witch likes him. They try to kiss, which of course he's gonna reject. Then she sees Tiny and turns him into a frog. Mm-mm. Hmm. So Prince saves Tiny. But how is the prince gonna save Tiny if the prince is a frog? Prince needs to be the frog. Tiny needs to be the person. Okay. Yeah, it's worth a shot. All right, so let's start off with people not liking each other. So let's start off right here, right off the bat, and he's a frog, right? Now, let's put the witch here. He doesn't like that. And now he's going to become a frog. Mm-mm. Oh, she already turned Tiny into a frog. She's going to turn the prince into a frog. So we got two frogs. The two frogs don't have Tiny be a frog. Okay. So we're just going to take this out. And then Tiny's going to meet the frog prince. Fall in love with him. And then let's see if Tiny can kiss the frog prince. Brings him back. Yeah, yeah, we can try that one. Yeah, but that doesn't, but see, that's not doing anything. So the prince is not saving Tiny. All right, so let's start with Tiny being turned. I'm trying to turn Tiny into a frog. Tiny has to be a frog in order to be saved by the prince. So I'm gonna drop him here and let Tiny get turned into a frog. Now I'm gonna take why not switch those cards? Which cards? This one? Make Tiny. Okay, hold on. So he ticks her off, and now Tiny is a frog. I tried to get the two frogs to kiss in a boat. It did not work. So Tiny is the frog now. And now let's try to get the prince to kiss the frog Tiny. No. So he has to, the prince has to meet the frog Tiny. He's turned off by the frog being tiny. All right. So Prince, Prince. And now he's turned back into so he falls in love with the frog. Now let's have him run into the prince. I mean, run into the witch. And the witch falls in love with Tiny. And then let's have the witch try to kiss Tiny. I tried having the two frogs fall in love, and that did not work. So, I don't think I need that. Oh, Oh no. Gets turned into a frog. Then he meets him. Then she tries to kiss him, and then she turns him into a frog. And then when I have the two frogs trying to kiss, they don't. So what has to happen is Prince saves Tiny. So the prince, so it should be Tiny here, Tiny here, and Tiny here. No. Damn. It's died. Right. So Tiny here, uh Tiny here, and no, so the prince here, Prince here, Tiny here. Tiny loves the frog. Okay. Now let's have the frog prince. Let's have the prince, the frog prince. Let's go back to the woods. All right, let's have the frog prince see Snowy. So now the prince is in love. Y'all see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get the prince. I'm trying to get the prince to fall in love. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. All right. I think I see it. I got an idea. So we're gonna let the two of these meet. The two of them are gonna meet in the woods. She's gonna try to get a kiss from him, and then she's gonna turn him into a frog. So Tiny is now turned into a frog. Now, I think the princess has to be a frog and Tiny has to be a frog. And then the prince kisses Tiny frog. You making sense what I'm saying? All right, so the prince is a frog. The prince and the princess have met, so they like each other. So now the witch meets Tiny. Tiny doesn't like her. He turns Tiny into a frog. Let's have the witch. All right, let's have the witch meet Snowy in the woods. No, she don't need to meet Snowy in the woods. She needs to meet the prince in the woods. She falls in love with him. Now, the prince rejects her. The prince rejects her. The witch, oh no. Just let it happen. Boom. The two boys do not kiss. So she has to turn the princess into a frog. She won't do it there just out of willy dilly. She won't do it there out of willy nilly. Okay. So all right. Okay. Prince meets the witch. The witch tells him, no, she's in love with him. The witch. This happens. She falls in love with him. No, that happens. Witch is mad. And she turns the prince into a frog. Prince is now a frog. Now, so we got the prince turned into a frog. Is it the princess we need to turn into the frog? She's not going to turn her into a frog. She's going to turn the prince into a frog. Okay, now she's turned the prince into a frog. And Prince is a frog. And now the she doesn't care about Tony. She doesn't care about her at all. She turned him into a frog. The two frogs will not kiss because the two frogs need to meet in the forest. Um, I think. So boom. All right. Then she's mad at him. She turns him into a frog. The two frogs meet in the forest. All right. The reason why they're not kissing is because the prince has to believe that Tiny is Snowy. I don't know how we get that to happen. Yeah, I give up on this one. I give up on that one. So let's look at the one with the ungrateful maiden. Okay. All right. So I think the one with the ungrateful maiden will be good. So we're gonna put people meeting in the forest. We're gonna put him and her. They meet. They're in love, right? So now we're gonna put on the boat. We're gonna put the witch and Tiny. No, Tiny's got to be in love with her. So Tiny's in love with her. She ain't feeling Tiny, right? Then the witch. Who the hell is the witch in love with? The witch ain't in love with nobody. Okay, so we can get you off the screen right here. Okay, so boom, boom. Then the witch meets Tiny. No, the witch is gonna meet the prince. She's in love with him, right? Mm-mm. Tiny's in love with her. She's in love with Tiny. She tries to kiss Tiny. The witch tries to kiss Tiny. Tiny said, I ain't feeling that. So then the witch said, okay, I got something for your ass. I'm going to put you right here. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to get you Tiny. So Tiny is now a frog. Right? And so she's eliminated him from being her love interest, right? So she's eliminated him. She's eliminated him from being the princess's love interest. So now the witch, the witch and Snowy meet. Nope, she's not. That's not it. Tiny and Snowy meet. She doesn't like him. Tiny and the prince. Okay, he doesn't like him. So ultimately, at the end, we want to get with the frog that's mad. This was where we're gonna have the ungrateful maiden. The frog that's mad is gonna be the maiden. So I think we're right here. Some sort of way. How does the princess get turned into a frog? Easy. Let's start with the mirror. Boom. And the witch. She's told the princess is pretty. The witch is like, that's some bullshit. So she gonna go over here and turn her into a frog. Hey, hey, right? Then she's gonna get in the boat with him. He like, I ain't feeling you, girl. So she's gonna turn him into a frog, right? And then she's gonna meet up with her with the and she's ungrateful. All right, so we turned the wrong person into the thing. So t- Tiny Tiny likes her. So who is Tiny in here looking at? Tiny looking at her. Tiny say I like her. And the witch meets Tiny. Tiny ain't feeling her. Tiny get turned into a frog. Okay, so Prince, switch him around. Prince and Snowy meet. Then Tiny meets Snowy. And Tiny's in love with Snowy. And does Tiny try to kiss Snowy? Let's see. Does Tiny try to kiss Snowy? Tiny and Snowy. No. His heart doesn't need to be broken. His heart doesn't need to be broken. So that's unnecessary. That's an unnecessary card. Okay. Boom, boom. Now, the in the woods now, we're gonna have the witch meet Tiny. She's in love with Tiny. And then oh, they don't even have to meet. Let's just go and make them. Let's put them on the boat and have them try to kiss. All right. So Tiny tried to kiss her. She get mad and she gonna turn Tiny into a frog. Tiny gets turned into a frog, and then so Tiny is a frog. Does she turn the prince into a frog? Because Tiny being a frog is okay because she's already rejected him. So did she turn the prince into a frog? Right? And then she tries to. Does she kiss the frog and save him? Snowy, does she kiss the frog and save him? No. He's heartbroken. And now she's going to meet in a forest with the witch. No. No. The witch. When the witch meets in the forest with the prince, he's mad. So we got to switch the characters. Okay. Boom, boom. Uh, Some sort of way the prince is going to get turned into a frog. All right, so we don't even need the two of them to meet. That happens. She does that. That happens. She does that. She turns him into a frog. The prince is in love. She's in love with him. We don't need him to turn back. Who's mad? Who's mad? Who's this? This is the prince that's mad. Should the Prince Snowy be mad at him? No. Right? So maybe the thing is she becomes ungrateful when they're both turned into frogs. So he's inconsequential. This happens. This happens. The two of them meet in the forest and she makes a joke about it. She goes over, looks at the mirror. The mirror tells her that Snowy is still beautiful. No, tells the witch that Snowy is still beautiful. She's mad. So now she turns Snowy into a frog. So now we got the prince and them, the two as a frog. I think I see. I think I see. Princess gets turned into a frog. Oh, who is mad? The princess. Princess gets turned into a frog. Now she's gonna go look in the mirror again. This time the mirror is gonna tell her the prince is the fairest of them all. And now she's gonna turn the prince into a frog, right? Now that she's turned the prince into a frog, she's gonna meet with Snowy again in the forest. And Snowy's mad. So why? Okay, so Snowy's mad. Does she try to kiss? Do the two frogs try to kiss? Let's see what happens when the two frogs try to kiss, regardless. They don't like each other. All right. Well, y'all, we gonna move on. I don't know how to do the extra bonus one on that one. All right. So let's move on. What time is it? Oh, it's 12:24. All right, we're gonna try one more chapter, the manor, and see what we can do here. And if y'all like this enough, I will bring this back to the channel. I think it works very well with reading and writing. We're trying to put the story together. Um, what do y'all think about this? Oh no, the Butler's rampage. Oh no. Oh no. So we're gonna put the Duke in here and the Duchess. Okay. Then we're gonna have the Duchess. The She said, I want a damn martini. I like it until these type stories. She want a martini. And so you know what? He said, mm-mm. He's like, mm-mm. The Duchess wanted a martini. She acted the fool with me. Okay. Let's see. The Duke. Okay. I'm confused. All right, we're in the ballroom. The Duchess is gonna be in there. The butler is just serving. Okay, so that's that. So the butler sees her. Now the butler sees her with him, and then he go take off with the dude. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. So we could just have a dude. We could just put the butler. We could just put the butler in here straight up. The butler is just gonna have a revenge. He gonna get the dude. No, he gonna have to have a revenge. He gonna go in here. We gonna put the butler in here. No, butler's got that. Oh, there we go. He got everybody. Now, y'all, it begs us to question, why was the butler so upset? Will the story tell us?
Relief.
The Duke feels relief. All right, so the butler, so we got the gun. The butler had the gun. All right, okay. Nope. Uh-oh. And then all right, so the butler takes a gun. He comes in and discovers it's gone. He comes back and he puts it back, so now it's back. Okay. All right, there we go.
Murderer is arrested.
Uh-oh, the murderer is arrested, y'all. So we're gonna go to the ballroom. We gotta start here. The butler did it. Y'all know the butler did it. He took out the Duke. The butler gonna feel remorse. Oh no. And then he's gonna turn himself into the detective. Alright, cool. There we go.
Someone gets arrested.
Someone gets arrested. Alright, so we're gonna start in here. The butler has the gun. He goes to the ballroom. He's upset about his wife. The ballroom, the detective shows up. He's like, he's dead. I'm gonna ask her a question. She don't know nothing. I'm gonna ask him. He over here holding the gun behind his back with the drink. All right. So now the butler gonna try to put the gun back. Maybe he should put it back. He didn't committed the crime. He puts it back. And so the detective is like, a ghost. Oh no, we don't need to do that. Butler comes here. So then in the ballroom, the ghost scares the butler. Let's do that. The ghost scares the butler. Then in the ballroom, the detective walks in and sees the butler sweating. And now the detective, no, he doesn't arrest the butler. Oh, wait. He knows it's him. So the Duke tell his wife? Okay, and then the wife tells the detective? No. Nope. All right, so the crime is committed. We got a crime committed. My man's is gonna put the gun back, right? That's what he gonna do. Boom, it's back. The butler. All right. So now, the detective. Let's send the detective in that room. And he's looking at fingerprints. Okay. So now he goes to the ballroom. He sees the butler and the detective arrests him. Okay. All right. Someone gets arrested and the person is innocent. Okay. So this time around, we're going to put her over there. She didn't touch the gun. Then we're going to put him here. He going to touch the gun. No. If she didn't touch the gun, then the Duke had to touch the gun. So the Duke touched the gun. So let's put him in here. Ah, got it. So he puts it in here. He goes out to the ballroom. And this time the butler takes her out. Okay. So we got that. So now he goes back and he puts it back in. And then the husband goes in and he touches it. And at this point, the detective goes in and he's getting a fingerprint, but this time he's getting his fingerprint. And so now he goes to the ballroom. The Duke is there and he's here, and the innocent person gets arrested. Woo! All right. Okay. So that was it for that story? Yeah.
Crown intrigue.
We got usurpers, forgiven, suitors. Uh-oh, here comes the cliffs. We're in chapter 7. Here comes the cliffs. All right, we're going to go to 1 o'clock. But here comes the cliffs, y'all. Here comes cliffs. Y'all ready?
Secrets.
We're not ready for secrets.
The manor.
We got the manor. Yeah, this is the one we didn't get. The deceit one on beauty. We'll have to come back to that.
Crown intrigue.
All right, so let's go.
Or death.
We got 4 deaths. And we got a cliff. Oh, no. Let's start with the cliff. We're going to have the knight on the cliff. And we're going to have the baron. Baron on the cliff and the knight. Woo! Just like that. We're going to revive him. Then we're going to put him on the cliff. And this time, the knight going to be on the cliff. And he going to get his butt. Then we going to revive. Then we're going to revive the Baron. The Baron like, bet. Nah, let's. Oh, you know what, though? What happens if we don't revive him? And then we go up here on the cliff. And the Baron is up here. And the knight. I'm sorry, y'all. This game is funny to me. And then the Baron gets revived. And the knight is like, oh no, I remember that game you played. I'm gonna get you. That's wild right there. Mm-mm-mm.
The queen is rescued.
Uh-oh, we gotta rescue the queen. All right, so we're gonna have a wedding. Boom. The queen is gonna marry the baron. She's like, I don't want your behind. I want the knight. I don't want you. Oh, the queen don't want nobody. All right, so hold up. Let's just have the queen kidnapped right out the gate. Boom. And we're gonna have the knight. Oh no, the baron. He don't put her in there. Oh no. He is in love with the queen. But he can't marry her because she kidnapped. Alright. So he gotta go in here. The knight. And unkidnap her. The queen is rescued and married. Alright. So now the queen marries the knight. Okay. Woo woo. Nice. So now we're gonna put the knight in here. And then the queen is gonna rescue him. And then we're gonna put the knight in there. No, the knight. The baron has to be put in here by the knight. Okay, cool. All right, so there we go.
Everyone sits
Everyone sits on the throne. Uh-oh. We're going to start with a cliff. Boom. No, we're going to start with a throne. Somebody got to be sitting on the throne first. Boom. All right, so the baron, no, it's not sitting on the throne. The queen is sitting on the throne. The baron does not like this. So he is going to go. Oh, there you go. Now, the baron is now sitting on the throne. Bump, bump. And our boy, the knight, does not like this. So he going to have him out here. Gonna come out. Come on. Oh, they out here sitting sad. Okay, so the baron. Uh-oh, so what's gotta happen? Oh. He's gotta have designs on it. He don't like it. He's like, how is he sitting on the throne? So now he's gonna go over here. Oh, she done scared him off the throne, off of there. There you go. everybody, everybody gets to sit on the throne. All right, nice.
Usurper is forgiven.
The usurper is forgiven. All right, so the queen is going to be on the throne. And then somebody going to kidnap the queen's dog. No. The dog is there. That doesn't help. Okay. So she's sitting there. Okay. All right. So one, she sits there, and then the queen is here. The dog, the dog, the dog that put the queen. The dog has kidnapped the queen. Oh my gosh. What is going on? All right. And so is the dog now going to sit on the throne? Is the dog going to go ahead and set the queen free? He going to set the queen free. Queen mad as heck. Like, yeah, dog wearing my hat. What the heck? And then the queen is mad. Okay, so the queen is mad because her thing is gone. At what? Is she going to kidnap the dog? Okay, hold up. And then, so he's sitting on the throne. So then the dog gonna feel bad and he gonna let the queen out. Oh no, the dog. Wait, how did the dog get the crown to begin with? See, that's the part I don't get. He can't. He can't. She has to have the crown to begin with. So he puts her in there. He sits on the crown. Then he lets her back out. She goes to sit on the throne. The dog has the crown. So she goes over here. She lets him out. And then she sits back on the crown. Up here. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so let's start with the queen on the throne. Queen. All right. So what am I missing here? So let's just start with him putting her in the thing to start with. Okay. Then he sits on the crown on the throne. Then he gets off. She comes back. She can't find it. She lets him out, and then she sits on the throne with her crown. Nope, that's not right. Okay, he puts her in. Then does he go and rescue her? Yeah. So we don't need that one. Mm-mm. So he's got to return the crown. Oh, she got to put him in jail. Mm-hmm. She had to put him in jail to get the crown back. Sits on the crown, puts her in jail. She gets out. No, we got to have the empty crown, the empty throne. And then she forgives him. Okay. There we go. All right. So we got a bad doggy. He done put her in the thing so he could wear the crown. Then he felt bad about it. She put him back. She gets back the crown. All right, cute. That was
The
cute.
queen
Uh
marries.
oh, the queen gonna get married. Uh oh. Uh oh. All right, so the queen's gonna get kidnapped by somebody in disguise. Oh no. Well, maybe the queen gets married. Oh, somebody in disguise. No, she ain't gonna marry the man in disguise like that. the queen, the queen and the baron get married. Okay. No, 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 no. Wait, 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 wait. We got this. We got the queen. She gonna get kidnapped by the man in the suit. Wait, wait. She gonna get kidnapped. No, let's go to the queen. That's kidnap. Kidnap. The queen is gonna get kidnapped by the baron in disguise. Look at that. Look at that. Then he gonna come over here and he gonna try to act like, oh no, he gotta get out of his disguise now. So we're gonna take him out of the disguise. Okay. All right. All right. Then he's going to go over there and he gonna be, I rescued you. I rescued you. And then he gonna get married to the queen. Oh, you dirty alligator. You dirty alligator. Y'all see that? That was terrible. That was terrible what happened there. That's some craziness. All right, Miss Peachy, you still here? You still here, Miss Peachy? We're going to end with the crown intrigue and we will come back to this. We're 30% through. That's nice. I saved too. We're 30% through. That's really nice. Okay. So, y'all, this is the official start of Black History Month here in the US. And what I would like to do is share with you, I would like to share with you. So, we didn't have anybody who ended up being on the naughty list. So, nobody was on the naughty list or the timeout list. Y'all was too good. Y'all were too good today. The babies were too good today, y'all. We had no timeout list, no naughty list. Mm, 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 mm. Something else. Something else. All right. So, Miss Peachy, I think, what you say? We be good children. Y'all be good children. Y'all be good children. So, let's go back to this. So, we had nobody on the timeout list. So, we're going to take all the kitties out of the timeout list. So, we didn't have nobody in the timeout list. But we had a bunch of honor roll students today. I think we had, let me see. Let me see who we had as honor roll students today. The honor roll list. We had, y'all could get gold stars. We had Peachy's Place. We had Prissy. Prissy was actually a good student today. Mm, mm, mm. We had Pasta Girl came in, helped to get the story going. We had Pasta Girl. Who else was a good student today? But y'all say that Miss Lisa was a good student because she didn't cut up today. That's right. That's right. That's right. Miss Lisa, Miss Lisa underscore boss. Y'all know I'll never get it right. It's 6'8". The gaming grandma. Who else we had? At SUSMITASIKDER. Y'all look at all these good students in class. Everybody got a everybody. We had some good students in class. Y'all see all these kids in the honor roll? We got a nice honor roll list. I'm gonna take the timeout kids. I'm gonna take the timeout list and put it over here. Nobody was in timeout. I was asleep. You know what, Lisa? See, you came in here and said you was asleep. Y'all see how she gonna about to get moved off the good list. Let me go in here. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. y'all see? Did y'all see how she getting ready to get moved onto the timeout list just like that? Oh, let me do something. Let me cancel this. Let me do something like this. All right, hold up. I took this off too soon. I took this off too soon. I had to put the other names up there, but I took her off too soon. She was back there in the class sleep. Mm, 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 mm. And see, it's just like in real life. She gonna tell the truth. All right, y'all see how she did? She came in here and told the truth, and as such, she done got her name added to the timeout list. You cannot be in Miss Ashante's classroom while she telling you the stories, and be over there asleep. Mm-mm. That's how she got added. That's how she got added to that list. Who else? Who else was in this class sleep? Who else was up in here sleep that I'm gonna have to add to the list? Who was it? Who else? Y'all go on, tell on your friends and neighbors. Tell on your friends and neighbors. It's all right to tell on your friends and neighbors. It's all right. This gonna be the only time that it's gonna be all right for you to tell on your friends and neighbors that was out there asleep while I was trying to tell the story and figure out the story. Tell on them. Tell on your friends and neighbors. Snitches get stitches. No, no, no. She did not come up in here and tell me some stitches. Snitches get stitches. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Let's see who got put on the honor roll. Let's see. We had, these is the good students. These is the good students. These are the good students. Pasta girl was in here trying to help solve the equation. She was helping. She was helping. She was being helpful. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Who else go up there on that list? I think Crispy should go up there because Crispy brought in the raid. Spidey should go up there. He brought in the raid. Who else? Who else should be going on this list? of the good students, the honor roll students. We got more honor roll students than we got timeouts. Mm. That's how it was. Lisa was back there in the back, y'all. She was back in the back. Sleep. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Y'all should get gold stars. I ain't got no gold stars to give you. We all budget cuts. We got our funding cut. Due to recent budgetary cuts, we do not have gold stars. All right, y'all. Y'all did good. Y'all did good. Y'all did good. So here's how we're gonna end up our day today. We are gonna go to what is typically my activity screen, my break screen. And Miss Peachy, if you can provide me with the link to your video, I believe right here where I have activity. Yeah, that's a web browser. I can say properties, and let me do it like this. Let me just make, all right. So let me grab that. If I copy it, let me see what happens if I change the properties of this to be that. Hey, it works. But do we hear it? That's the thing. I'm not sure if y'all are able to hear it.
Hello, and welcome to my 2025 African American
Any
History Month
sound?
Creative Sims. When selecting these figures
I
to
think so.
spotlight, I try to focus on the
I'm
lesser
just not
known
hearing
figures
anything but
that we
that.
are impacted by their contributions daily. However, they
That
may
means
not
I'm
be
not
as well
guessing.
known. History is all around us and has an impact on our day to day life. I enjoy doing these videos because when I am looking for individuals to spotlight, I learn more about the figures that I thought I knew. So sit back and enjoy this video, and
Yes, Lord,
hopefully
y'all.
it will tell you something that you didn't know. Born and raised in Mississippi, Robert Johnson started playing Delta blues in the late 1920s. His eerie falsetto singing voice
You
and
said you
masterful
hear it,
rhythmic
Lisa?
slide guitar influenced both his contemporaries and many later blues and rock musicians. Robert Johnson is known as the king of the Delta blues and the father of rock and roll.
Are y'all hearing
Despite
it? Because
his
I'm not hearing
enormous
anything.
influence, Johnson's musical career lasted barely 6 years, and he conducted just 2 recording sessions. Johnson was the product of a confusing childhood, with 3 men serving as his father before he reached the age of 7. Little is known about his biological father, Noah Johnson,
Okay, so
whom
y'all
his
are hearing the
mother never
video. That's
married.
all that matters.
As a boy, he and his mother lived in various plantations in the Mississippi Delta region before briefly settling in Memphis, Tennessee with her first husband, Robert Dodds, who later changed his surname to Spencer. The bulk of Johnson's youth, however, was spent in Robinsonville, Mississippi with his mother and her second husband, Dusty Willis. There, Johnson learned to play the Jew's harp and harmonica before taking up the guitar. In 1929, he married 16-year-old Virginia Travis, whose death in childbirth, along with that of their baby in April of 1930, devastated Johnson. He is said to have devoted himself to the guitar. Part of the Crossroads story comes from a report that he dropped out of sight for a while in the 1930s and returned a much improved guitarist. That time away is central to Johnson's mythic status. Have you heard the Crossroads story? According to legend, at the stroke of midnight, he walked down the windswept crossroads at the junction of Highways 61 and 49 in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Reciting an ancient incantation, he called upon the devil to make his deal. In exchange for Johnson's immortal soul, the devil tuned his guitar, thereby giving him the abilities which he so desired in exchange for the stipulation that he would only have 8 more years to live. From then on, the young bluesman played his instrument with an unearthly style, his fingers dancing over the strings. His voice moaned and wailed, expressing the deepest sorrow of a condemned sinner. Just a little side note here. A similar story circulated in regard to another Mississippi bluesman, Tommy Johnson, who was not related. Music historian Robert Palmer, in his highly regarded book, Deep Blues, instead ascribes Robert Johnson's remarkable musical attainments to the time he had to hone his skills as a guitarist under the instruction of Ike Zinnemann, who he met through his financial support he received from the older woman he married near Hazelhurst, Mississippi, and to the variety of music to which he was exposed during his hiatus from Robinsonville, including the single string picking styles of Lonnie Johnson and Scrapper Blackwell. In between 1936 and 1937, he recorded at least 29 songs while in Texas, before returning to Mississippi to play and sing in clubs and bars. His mysterious death at the age of 27 added to his legend. He died after being poisoned by a jealous boyfriend, then taking 3 days to expire. This while legendary talent scout John Hammond was searching him out to perform at Carnegie Hall in New York City. Some people said that Robert's deal with the devil came due. Johnson left a legacy of Delta blues music that has influenced guitar players like Muddy Waters, and his songs have been covered by several rock stars, including Eric Clapton and the Rolling Stones. Undisputed facts about Johnson's life are few and far between. More often than not, his legend has obscured the few grains of truth that can be discerned. According to the myth, the young bluesman desperately longed for fame and fortune. After his death, he was more or less forgotten until the release of the King of Delta Blues Singers. It was a 1961 album with 16 of his songs, showcasing him playing a mixture of blues and astonishingly some kind of prototype rock and roll, more than 2 decades before rock and roll was actually invented. The album turned Johnson into one of the founding fathers of rock and roll. Johnson became a major influence on pretty much every British rock and blues guitar player in the 1960s. We are talking artists and bands like Bob Dylan, Fleetwood Mac, the Rolling Stones, and many, many more. Since his rediscovery in the 1960s, Johnson's influence has spread wide and far. Artists not only name-check him, but many also cover his songs. Johnson was inducted in the Blues Hall of Fame in 1980 and in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986. The double album, The Complete Recordings, was released in 1990, and it consisted of everything Johnson recovered, just 29 songs and 13 alternate takes. The collection received a Grammy Award for Best Historical Album and was inducted in the National Recording Registry in 2003 as historically and culturally significant. In 1998, Johnson was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame, and a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award followed in 2006. Thank you for staying to the end, and thank you for watching. What did you learn? Or was this just a reminder for you? Either way, I have more coming up. So have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I'll see you next week. Well, hello there.
Y'all, wasn't that lovely? Wasn't that lovely? Oh, Peachy, thank you so much. So that helps to kick off our Black History Month celebration. And if you all will, please, please, please follow Peachy on her YouTube channel, where you'll find not only these wonderful, wonderful videos that she creates for both Black History Month as well as for Women's History Month. You'll find those wonderful videos there, but also Peachy has a long running series around some characters that she's created with machinimas. I finally got that word right. Machinimas using The Sims. Y'all, it is some juicy stories. You're going to love them. You're going to hate some of the characters. I'm telling you, it is a lot of fun. So to see her run that soap opera like that and have the story going, she even had one episode where she had a special guest that did some voice acting for her. That was nice too. That was nice too. So definitely, 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 definitely. You said I'm Mariah. All right. But thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being here today. Y'all, I had a lot of fun. I hope you all did too. The Storyteller is always a really, really fun game to play from a storytelling perspective. And so if you've enjoyed those types of things, we can take, a Saturday here and there. We can definitely take a Saturday here and there, and we can have some sort of story based storytelling type of game, kind of similar to what we had here. And if anybody is interested in that game, it's called the Storyteller. I love it because it's fully voice activated for the most part. Um, and you're just putting the clues and the stories together. Um, yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We understand. But y'all, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So let's get ready to find us someone that we can raid out to, show a little bit of love to today. I got everything up and running. We have Chi Chi playing Stardew Valley. We have some people who are writing. We have jigsaw puzzles going. So we got quite a bit of activities going on around. So if anybody's interested in anything in particular, y'all just let me know. Yeah, my cinemas are very good. Very good. But this was fun. This was fun. So I'm gonna go back, Principal EK. So y'all brought Principal EK to the stream. She got on her pearls today. She had her pearls on for y'all today. She was pearled up. She was pearled up. Did y'all enjoy the visual? And every time it's got to be somebody on this list, this timeout list. It's a shame. It had to be. It's a shame. It had to be Miss Lisa Boss, the principal's best friend, out there cutting up in the class. You know what? You can't hire your friends at the job. She was supposed to have been watching y'all, making sure y'all was staying in the straight and narrow. She in the back sleep. You forgot Principal EK was working today. You thought I was dressed up to go to work. Girl, they don't, you know what? Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. They don't get this. They get a t-shirt and some jeans. If I don't put on a collared shirt, it means that somebody with a big title in front of their name, behind their name, gonna be showing up. They might get something like this. Somebody with a big title showing up, and I'm like, oh Lord, we can't let them think that we over here heathens, redheaded stepchildren for real. Sneakers. That's right. Sneakers every day. You got to be comfortable at work. First of all, you had to get up and drive there and sit in the office for your office mates to be calling you on the phone when they next door, or worse yet, putting up a damn Teams meeting. You like what? What? And you like you can't, and you got a double echo with the Teams meeting because they in the room next door to you talking loud, and you hear them twice. You hear them twice. You know what I said? Yes, I'm calling people out. They in their office talking loud. They next door to you talking loud in the office, and you hearing feedback. You trying to figure out why you hearing feedback, and the feedback is them talking loud. What this tease meeting? This don't make no damn sense. People, y'all, that's work. That's work. And if y'all tell me y'all ain't seen that happen at the job, I'm like, you not telling the truth. Y'all done synced it. You done synced it. You done synced it. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. I told y'all, don't make me get the big eyes. All right. We're going to go to Chi Chi with the Stardew Valley. Fall year one on the Shoujo Farm Dreams. All right. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you tremendously. Let's get this raid going. Y'all be sure to show Chi Chi some love. Very cozy streamer. Y'all are going to enjoy the cozy vibes over there. I mean, very cozy. Very cozy. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So we got that going, and I just want to say thanks to everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate the raiders who stuck with me throughout the stream today. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you, and thank you to all the new friends that we made on the channel. I really appreciate you all. We're not always irreverent like this, but on Saturdays we do try to do things that are a little bit lively. Um, I will be doing a Lego typewriter, and I'm not talking about the new little one they got. I'm talking about the big one that's like 2,000 and some odd pieces. We're going to be working on the Lego typewriter for the rest of the month. So when you guys come in, we will be doing what we need to do first thing in the morning, and then after that, we're going to work on that Lego typewriter. So until next time, everybody, take care and God bless.
Oh, welcome in. I'm so sorry. I'm in the middle of like a little mini game. So I will say hello as soon as I'm done with this mini game, okay? But welcome in. I'm so happy to have you here.